welcome back to another video by Firestarter Graphics and Engineering. Today we're going to be dealing with the Tevo Tornado. This is the gold edition. This also works on green edition. If you're getting prints that are not smooth, let me see if I can find an example real quick. Okay, I found an example. This is printed at 0.2 millimeters. You can see there's a lot of layer shifts in there, especially right there. This is an engine block. Here's the little benchy. You can see there's layer shifts. There's a couple of things that you need to do. Two are not as important as the third one. The third one is the most important. I mean, I have an army of these little benchy boats starting to grow. They're multiplying like rabbits here. So let me show you the first mod that I did that helped a little bit. I removed that T bracket that goes right there. That way it allows, holy crap, I cannot see with the camera, allows this to move freely and not bind. Second was, for $8 on Amazon, I purchased a solid coupler. I've heard some people say that you can fill the stock coupler with silicone, or you can actually print your own solid coupler. So I suggest printing it first, and everyone that I talk to that prints their own says it prints really well. I mean, not prints. It helps with this making things more smooth. It helps. It's a lot better than the stock one. Okay, so also I've grounded my bed. I have a quick connect right here that goes to the power supply. I'll show you where. Okay, but I still have issues. So I removed this rod by loosening that coupler, and I just moved it out. And I noticed this had no snags. When I lifted this up and down, it worked like there was no snags in it. So I decided, okay, there's got to be something else going on. I started thinking, okay, what about mechanically? I said, well, everything is square and straight. It's got to be something else. And so someone told me on the Facebook page, you're like, okay, you need to start looking at electrical. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I'm not getting enough voltage to my motors. And I asked that question. They're like, have you ever checked what they call the vref, or the voltage reference? And I says, I have not. I didn't even know that existed in these printers. To tell you the truth, this is the first printer that I've had that is extremely customizable. The first printer I had was set it and forget it. Kind of like a MakerBot. You don't really have to do much. So they showed me what I needed to do. So I'm going to show you guys what you need to do. And this is the most important one. You're going to need a digital multimeter. You're going to set it to 2 volts. Okay, I'm on carpet, but I put cardboard down. Don't have a rubber mat, but this works. You're going to remove the power supply cables from the printer. You're going to plug in the power supply, and you're going to power it on. Now this is the part. In your Tevo Tornado kit should be this little mini screwdriver. This is your best friend right now, besides your multimeter. What you're going to do is you're going to take your black lead, and inside here you've got a couple of options. You've got this USB thing right here, you can see, or this black pin right here, the very last one that has the black wire moving out. If you can't find this one, stick with the USB. You just want something that's grounded, or at least for the negative. You're going to touch it right along here, okay? And then if you look right in here, these things with the heat sinks, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are for your motors. Notice right here it says E0. That's your Z, Y, and X. That little thing right there, that little circle, that's your potentiometer that adjusts the voltage. That's what we're going to adjust. So let me put my negative down. Okay, and to test it, put your black probe either on the USB one or here, For me, I'm using this one so I can gently rest it. And then you're going to touch right in the center of that screw hole, that potentiometer. You're gonna look over here, and I'm willing to bet you're just gonna say like 0.8 or 0.7. You want it as close as you can get to 0.95. So I'm really close. For the Y, let's see what I have mine set to. I have mine right there. They usually say put the Y axis a little bit higher. And then the Z right there. And then the extruder motor right there. Okay, so how do we adjust those? Very, very, very carefully. With this little screwdriver, you'll put it in there and you'll feel it. And you'll want to go counterclockwise, but you don't want to make an 1/8 of a turn or even a 1/4 of a turn. You want to do like a 32nd of a turn. Very, very small turn to adjust the voltage. So make a small adjustment counterclockwise, retest your voltage, and be careful, take your time. Don't hold the screwdriver and the probe at the same time, because if one slips and it shorts things out, your board will go up in smoke. So adjust a little bit, test it. Remember the position of your screwdriver was in, because if you do switch it the other way, I mean, just remember which way you were going. Counterclockwise, just a little bit, and then you'll be just fine, and then retest, and that will take away those layer shifts. Now, the salmon skin issue, I don't really see that on mine, or maybe I don't know what I'm looking for, but if you do have that, you can install smoothers to at least for that part. So, oh yes, let me turn off my board. Hold on, I want to show you one other thing. Okay, I've unplugged the power, and I'm going to show you the back side. This is underneath. Notice I have that green wire right there. I have a self-starter screw, self-tapped screw, basically from a PC that holds in the power supply, but it's grounded. So I put a quick connect on this side, and this is what connects to that one right there. And then that underneath attaches, you can see it right there above my turning knob is where the wires attach for grounding my bed. And I've tested with a multimeter and it works really well. So if you want to test grounding, best way to do that is turn your multimeter to we'll just do 200 ohms. Okay, right there. This is just called a continuity test. Notice meter's not moving, but if I you just need to touch the probes. So I'm going to touch the probes without the camera. Look, okay. Touch the probes. Notice how it shows that a circuit's being made. It's showing that there's continuity throughout the circuit. So what that means is if I touch this probe to right here, and then I take the red probe and I touch it to right here on my bed, and I push it hard enough to kind of eat through that paint a little bit, that meter will turn a different value than 1, which means I've got a complete circuit, so ground is working. Okay, that is a quick 8-minute video on some of the best mods that you can do for this printer right off the bat. Very simple. This is not hard. Intimidating, yes, but not hard. It's not challenging, it's just intimidating. Because it's live power, people freak out at 110 volts. It's not going to kill you, it's just going to bite you, and it could hurt. But just do exactly what I did. Either put your black probe there, or hold it right here on the USB thing. And then touch that other potentiometer or pot along each one to see what your voltages are, and then adjust. Take it slow, nice and easy, and you will be fine. So anyways, thank you for watching.